Some Dance Moms alums have gone on to conquer pop culture, but others, they've just been happy to escape all the drama. The founder of the Abby Lee Dance Company, Abby Lee Miller's training plans often unfortunately included insults and even physical aggression. Her combustive personality made Dance Moms eminently entertaining, but it also tore her troupe apart. She left the series in 2017 and announced her official departure from the Dance Moms universe in 2020. Before all that, Miller had already landed in hot water as the subject of lawsuits filed by Kelly Hyland and her daughter Paige, who accused her of assault, among other charges. Though those cases were dropped, Miller was indicted on bankruptcy fraud charges in 2015, stemming from false claims made about her income from Dance Moms-related merchandise and deals. She was sentenced to 366 days in federal prison and served 8 months before being transferred to a halfway house.
You owed $400,000 to the IRS?
What? Things eventually got much worse as Miller was diagnosed with Burkitt lymphoma in 2018, which required spinal surgery and left her in a wheelchair. In 2020, Lifetime cut all ties with her after 2 former dancers' mothers claimed that she had made racially insensitive statements. Maddie Ziegler's popularity on Dance Moms has taken her to Hollywood and beyond. Her ascent began when Sia taped her to dance in her 2014 music video for Chandelier. More collaborations with Sia followed, as did acting gigs in movies like The Book of Henry, West Side Story, and My Old Ass. In addition to dancing and acting, Ziegler has also modeled for brands like Ralph Lauren and Target. She's also launched an array of fashion lines and products, including team-ups with her younger sister and fellow Dance Moms alum Mackenzie. In 2017, she became a New York Times best-selling author with the publication of her memoir, The Maddie Diaries, which was followed by a trilogy of YA novels. Arguably the most popular star to emerge from Dance Moms, JoJo Siwa, left the show in season 6 for a whole host of other endeavors. Her massive social media following helped her score an online hit with her first single, Boomerang. Concert tours and appearances on shows like So You Think You Can Dance and The Masked Singer soon followed. Then, in 2020, she was named one of the 100 most influential people by Time magazine. Siwa came out as a member of the LGBTQIA+ community in 2021. In 2024, she released a single called Karma and an EP called Guilty Pleasure. Alas, she was hit with a significant amount of criticism after she told Billboard that she wanted to create a new subgenre of music she called gay pop, a comment that she later walked back.
That's what I call it. I'm a bad girl now.
Chloe Lukasiak's 4 seasons on Dance Moms came to an abrupt halt in season 4 following clashes between her mother Christi and Abby Lee Miller. Since then, she returned briefly in season 7 as a member of the Irreplaceables, while remaining active in dance and other mediums. Lukasiak has danced with several companies and modeled for fashion lines like Oxygen and Tutu Demand. In 2018, she published Girl on Point, Chloe's Guide to Taking on the World, which addressed her time on Dance Moms. A student at Pepperdine University since 2019, she appeared in the 2024 Dance Moms reunion special and later told Entertainment Tonight that she was still sorting out her feelings about the show.
It was really hard. It's something I'm still working on. I think when you're that young, you're really vulnerable and you absorb everything that people tell you.
Nia Sioux had the longest tenure of all the dancers on Dance Moms, with 7 seasons under her belt before she departed. Since then, she appears to have made a clean break from the series and enjoyed the spotlight in a variety of other mediums. She released a trio of singles between 2015 and 2018, and in 2016 she made her off-Broadway debut in Trip of Love, a tribute to the music of the 1960s. Acting roles soon followed, including a year-long run on The Bold and the Beautiful and a small part in the 2024 musical remake of Mean Girls. Sue also hosted a Facebook Watch series called Dance with Nia and found time to study American literature and culture at UCLA. And though she declined to appear in the Dance Moms reunion special, she told E! News that she remains close with many of her fellow former dancers. Mackenzie Ziegler appeared alongside her older sister Maddie on season 1 through 6 of Dance Moms before departing the show. Since then, she's focused largely on music, with occasional forays into acting. Her first album, Mac Z, dropped in 2014 and was followed 4 years later by Phases. Ziegler began acting in 2015 on the Nickelodeon sitcom Nicki, Ricky, Dickie and Dawn, and later co-starred on the Brat TV series Total Eclipse. She teamed up with her sister in 2022 for a podcast called Take 20 with Maddie and Kenzie, which they felt was an opportunity for them to present a more honest depiction of themselves. Both sisters also declined to participate in the Dance Moms reunion special. Mackenzie and Maddie Ziegler's mum, Melissa Gisoni, has always been proud of her daughter's accomplishments, but that occasionally resulted in friction with Abby Lee Miller and the other mums. Either way, she was shrewd enough to step away from Dance Mums in season 6 when she realized that her girls were no longer benefiting from the show.
It just got more and more.
Gisoni's post-Dance Mums activities include Because Mum Said So, a parenting and pop culture podcast she co-hosted with fellow Dance Mums vets from 2020 to 2024. She also launched a jewelry business and sat on the board of directors for the Unity Project, an organization that brought together celebrities and content creators with fans to support various causes. Chloe Lukasiak's mum, Christi, appeared on Dance Mums from seasons 1 through 4, and her tenure was also marked by tension with the other series regulars, including squabbles with Abby Lee Miller over perceived favoritism extended towards the Ziegler sisters. In 2017, she told People magazine, "What's always the source of the drama? It's Abby. She's a strong personality and it's difficult to stand up to her." After leaving the show, Lukasiak has kept busy with a wide variety of pursuits. She co-hosts a Dance Mums rewatch podcast called Back to the Bar and oversees Adulting 101, a business that advises Gen Z women on life skills. Lukasiak is also active with Your Mum Cares, a non-profit founded by the mothers of celebrities like Jonah Hill and Adam Levine that promotes access to mental health care for young people. Elliana Walmsley's time on Dance Mums was brief, but she's managed to parlay that fame into a decent career both on and off stage. A member of the ALDC mini-team in season 6, she joined the elite team in season 7 but departed at the end of the year, returning only for occasional appearances in season 8. By that time, she'd already toured with fellow Dance Mums alum Maesi Caes and starred in the off-Broadway production Dance Divas Nutcracker. Stints on Dancing with the Stars Juniors soon followed, as did a leading role in the Christmas spectacular with the Rockettes at New York's Radio City Music Hall in 2019 and 2020. Also in 2020, she joined the YouTube series Chicken Girls as a main cast member in season 7. And on top of all that, she's a popular YouTube personality with more than 2.2 million subscribers. Maesi Caes and her mother Jamie joined Dance Mums in season 7 and remained with the series until the elite team was broken up. She also briefly appeared in the season 8 special The New Team, though she didn't return after that. Since then, she's maintained a relatively low profile on screen while continuing to dance in various capacities. Caes has made guest appearances on the talent series Little Big Shots, the short-lived World of Dance, and JoJo Siwa's JoJo Juice series. She also toured as a dancer with Justin Bieber in 2016. More recently, she completed her high school education and enrolled at the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, where she's a member of the dance team. One of the most memorable altercations in Dance Mums history took place between Abby Lee Miller and Kelly Hyland over the former's alleged lack of attention to Hyland's two daughters, Brooke and Paige. This dust-up resulted in both daughters departing the series.
We will leave.
That's fine.
After a brief foray into pop music in 2013, Brooke earned a degree in marketing and management information from Ohio University before launching a second and successful career as a content creator. Her many social media pursuits include a food blog and vlogging on her YouTube channel. In 2024, the Hyland sisters returned to the Dance Mums universe for the reunion special. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight, Brooke reflected on the fight between her mum and Miller by noting, "It's hard. It's become a TikTok trend. Like people are using that sound from the fight. The reunion was the first time I feel like we seriously sat there and were like, wow, this happened."
And it was my mom and my dance teacher who was a very important person in my life. So it was really hard.
In 2014, Brooke Hyland's younger sister Paige filed a lawsuit against Abby Lee Miller, accusing her of assault after an incident in which she angrily threw a chair while Paige was in the room. The suit was dismissed in 2015, but it effectively ended the Hylands' association with Dance Mums. Since then, Paige has forged a career path beyond the world of dance. She graduated from high school in 2019 and earned a degree in business administration from West Virginia University in 2023. She's a model and popular influencer on social media, with over 4 million followers. In 2024, she reflected about her time on Dance Mums when she told E! News, "It definitely made me stronger. As I've gotten older, you can say whatever you want to me and I will not cry, because I cried enough in the past." A member of the Abby Lee Miller dance team starting at the age of 8, Kelly Hyland returned to the studio with her daughters for seasons 1 through 4 of Dance Mums. Since the physical altercation and subsequent lawsuits, Hyland and her daughters have mostly kept the Dance Mums universe at arm's length, though she has served as a co-host of 2 podcasts with Dance Mums connections, Back to the Bar and Because Mum Said So. In 2024, she revealed her breast cancer diagnosis. She successfully completed her first round of chemotherapy in August of that year. Kendall Vertes appeared on Dance Mums from seasons 2 through 7, with a brief break to perform with Kathy Nesbitt-Staines' Candy Apples Dance Center. She later joined the Irreplaceables dance team in season 7 and toured with them in 2017. She also released a single called Wear 'Em Out in 2015 and appeared in videos for JoJo Siwa and Todrick Hall. Vertes graduated from high school in 2021 and then studied at James Madison University, where she won a national championship as part of the school's dance team in 2024. She's also branched out into acting in several independent and direct-to-video movies, including a holiday feature called Santa in Training. In 2024, Vertes appeared on the Dance Mums reunion special, which proved to be an emotionally challenging but ultimately positive scenario. As she admitted to Yahoo, "It was definitely a very vulnerable experience for us, but I'm glad that the girls were there. We get each other. We can talk each other through any situation, and I'm very thankful that I had them there."